What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It has been about 2 weeks, I believe, that I haven't posted. I'm so sorry. I actually got sick. I had a nasty sinus infection, so I was under the weather. And then we had Halloween and it was super fun. I got to go trick-or-treating with my niece. It was the cutest thing ever. I remember being that age. No, I really don't. But I remember being, you know, around that age and just trick-or-treating, going house to house and getting candy and seeing all the decorations. And it was just amazing to see my niece and also my cousin's kids all together around the same age trick-or-treating. It was so fun. I hope you guys had an amazing and very safe Halloween as well. So we are back with another Colourpop collection. Surprise, surprise. But I am very happy that it is a cool toned collection. We haven't had one in a while, I believe. Don't quote me on that because they come out with so many. And I don't get every single collection, you guys, just to let you guys know. So I have what I have, but honestly, I don't think I have a cool tone collection, like complete collection, but I do have the Stone Cold Fox eyeshadow palette, which I will show you guys in comparison to this eyeshadow palette. So we have the Quartz of Quartz collection, which it's kind of a fairly small collection, which I'm not complaining. We have the eyeshadow palette right here of Quartz, and here are the shades right here. Really pretty cool tone shades, and these shimmers are so gorgeous. So we have the palette, and then we have these two cream gel liners in the pot versions. I'm not sure if I'm going to be keeping these, but I will go ahead and show them to you really quick. We have this silvery one, which is called Radioactive. Then we have this one right here, which is called Mineral Girl. It's like a dark, super dark, like gray, almost black. Then we have 3 lippy sticks, which I will be swatching towards the end of this video. And then we have some pressed glitters, and this is the packaging. Super cute. So actually with these pressed glitters, you can push them out if you want to put them in like a Z palette or a magnetic palette of some kind. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch the glitters. So here are all of the pressed glitter shades swatched. Aren't they gorgeous? My favorite is Cabana. It's like so unique. It has like teal, rose gold, pink, like I can't explain it. It's just so unique and so pretty. It's definitely my favorite. But we have in the line right here, we have Crystal Cave, gorgeous shade. And then we have Get Clarity, which is like this shimmery taupe, super pretty. And once again, Cabana, which is my favorite one. Obviously use pressed glitters at your own risk. I am going to be demonstrating one of them on my eyes, as you guys can see, and obviously you guys don't have to if you don't want to, but I just want to put that out there. So I wanted to compare really quick the Of Quartz palette to the Stone Cold Fox, which is their 30 eyeshadow palette. This one came out a little over a year ago, or maybe 2 years at this point, and this is their cool tone palette. And I need to use this a lot more. I actually brought it out here so I can definitely reach for it more. So here they are next to each other, and as you guys can see, they definitely could go together, or honestly you only need one or the other. It is definitely up to you. If you already have Stone Cold Fox, you don't need this palette because you can literally find dupables in the actual like Stone Cold Fox palette. But if you aren't a huge cool tone lover, I think this one is a great option to have, like smaller and compact and nothing too crazy, and you won't have a bunch of like cool tone shades that you guys aren't comfortable with. But this one is for you cool tone lovers. It also has a couple of neutrals and more cooler tone pinks. Such a pretty palette, but obviously you don't need both. Unless you're a crazed person like me and needs everything, regardless if you have like multiples of. So that is pretty much everything in the Quartz of Quartz collection. And if you guys want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Once again, here is the Of Quartz palette. And the first shade we're going to be using is CO. There is a little bit of kickback with the palette, nothing too crazy, which is fine with me as long as they're pigmented. That's all that matters. So I'm going to be using CO, like I said, and this is like a light charcoal gray, and I'm going to be pressing this in the inner portion of the eye. And I'm not going all the way, I'm only going about halfway. I'm going to start doing circular motions to blend further up very lightly. And then I'm going to go back and build it up more and more. And as you can see, it is a nice gray that is buildable. It's not going to be too harsh. You can definitely go lighter. I'm definitely building up as much as I want it to. So it definitely looks like a more of a charcoal gray. So you guys can see, very nicely pigmented. So I always forget to show you guys what brushes I use. The first one that I use is a Morphe M443, one of my favorites, and another fave that I use all the time, you guys always see, is this one right here, and it is the Morphe M506. I love this one for detailing and really getting into those like smaller places and creating that depth. So the next shade I'm going to be dipping into to create that depth is this one right here, which is opaque, and it's like it kind of has like a bluish tint to it, so it's like a bluish charcoal gray. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it's so nice and kind of unique because it's not, like I said, it's not exactly a gray. It has like a bit of a blue tint to it. I don't know if you guys can tell compared to like something like this that definitely looks more gray, like a darker gray, but obviously it has shimmer in it. Using my Morphe M506, I'm going to be pressing this shade lower just to create that depth, as you guys can see on this side, and very lightly start blending it with the first shade. Going back to the first shade just a little bit, and I'm going to go over that second shade opaque so it can have a better blend. You guys can see it already made a huge difference. Taking this Morphe MB23, it's a super fluffy brush, and I love to just use this to diffuse the edges. So we have both of our transition shades laid down. I'm going to go in with my P. Louise base, and now I'm going to create the half cut crease. This is the Colourpop E3. I really enjoy this brush. I think it's really nice to create those cut creases. So I'm just going to start here at the front. Go halfway, just like that. So I ended the cut crease right at the end where I placed my transition shades. So I'm not going to bring it all the way on the eyelid. And then I'm just going to slightly feather it out right here. And then do a little bit of a tapping motion. So now to create my shadow wing, I'm going to go back into opaque. And I'm going to use this brush right here. This is the Morphe M508. So you guys can see it's like a flat type of brush that you can actually like pat eyeshadow on the lid. But I really like this to create my shadow wings because it's nothing too small, say like something like this that you want to be more precise. I definitely want more like thickness, and I think these type of brushes will get the job done a lot faster compared to something like this, if that makes sense. The product on the end of my brush. And right here is when I start creating my wing, very slow. And with shadow, it's obviously a lot easier to fix, like with, you know, makeup remover. So I'm just going to create it just like that. Grab a little bit more product and start creating that wing shape. And then start patting it closer to the lower lash. Bring it all the way across, stop like about right there, and then just start to perfect your shadow wing. I know it is not perfect, but it's okay. It is okay. Trust the process. So this is when we go in with our lid shade, and it's just going to mask all of that and, you know, just look a little bit more put together. So we're going to go in with the lid shade now. It has a shift to it. So we're going to go in with Magmatic. So this is the most loose shimmer shade in the palette. Definitely has more of a glitter base to it, and it's more of a topper. So this is going to take more building. As you guys can see, it does have a nice base to it, but it's definitely more of a topper shade, if you guys can see. But obviously with the sticky base, it's going to adhere a lot better. As you guys can see, it's really, really pretty. So I'm going to place this shade all on the half cut crease. Very lightly tap on top of the shadow wing. Just a little bit. I'm going to take the shade and very lightly tap outside. Kind of a little bit of a circular motion here. That way it's not like a huge cutoff and there's like nothing there. I mean, you can leave it there if you want. And obviously if you feel like you lost a little bit of that wing, just go back with a little bit of that opaque shade and go back and fix it and intensify it. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my wing and some fallout that we had, which was barely any, like, shuck, as always. I go in with this beautiful pressed glitter. This is like so unique in my opinion. It's such a beautiful, like, silvery teal rose gold glitter. I don't know how to explain it, and I don't think the camera is going to pick up every single shift. I'm just going to use a little bit of this on the eye. As you guys can see, I'm just pressing. I'm not like really digging and swirling my finger. Just tapping and getting just enough. And obviously use this at your own caution. Glitter is not meant for the eyes, but I am doing this as a demonstration, and obviously they're so pretty, how could you not? But of course you don't have to. So I'm just going to be tapping this on the lid, just like that. Oh, it's so pretty. Just adding a little bit of extra sparkle. So that is pretty much the eye look. All I need to do is do an inner corner highlight, finish the lower lash line, but I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my base off camera, and then I'll be back to show you the rest of the collection. Back, and the base is done. I will show you what I have as a highlight right here because you guys won't believe it. So I went ahead and put my eyeliner, which I know a lot of people don't really like to see people putting eyeliner, so I understand that. Went ahead and did that off camera, but I am going to tell you what I use, and it is also a creme gel liner from Colourpop, and this is in the shade Hustla. I believe it came out in last year's little holiday bundle set. It's basically a dark silver with silver glitters. I don't know if you guys can tell. You probably can, very, very slightly. I really love these. So let's go ahead and finish the lower lash line. I'm gonna go in first with Opaque, the shade that we used for our liner. I'm gonna stamp this as closest to the lash line as I can and bring it almost all the way. With CO, that light gray shade, and go right underneath to smoke it out. For the inner corner, I'm going to use the lightest shade in the palette, which is this beautiful like cream colored shimmer. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so beautiful. Nothing like obviously anything unique, but it's still very pretty. And look how blinding it is. I also used it as my highlight today. It's not too shimmery or like glittery. It's like a perfect in between for me, for my liking. So I used that as a highlight today, and look how pretty that is. Obviously it's not going to look like this on every single skin tone, but I think it will fit a lot of skin tones as a highlight. and that is the shade Mind Games. For my mascara, I'm going to use one of my new favorites, which is the Level Up Lengthening Mascara. I have a whole review on this mascara on my channel. I will have it linked up here so you guys can check it out. I go fully in depth and even use a comparison mascara. So I absolutely love this mascara, especially for my lower lashes. Like, look at that. Amazing. So that is the completed eyeshadow look. Let's go ahead and finish off this look. I'm going to use one of the lippy sticks that came in the collection. I'm going to go for the nude today just because we are so like heavy on top, and I don't want to go in with anything dark that will be distracting. I mean, you totally can if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and use Chakra Wave and this is in the Matte X formula. And here is the packaging. It has like a see-through top, but it has like shimmers all throughout it. Really cute. Oh my god, this color is so pretty. Okay, a new fave. The formula is so comfortable too, even though it's like the ultra mattes basically, Matte X. But it doesn't feel like super drying or heavy. It's actually really comfortable and it feels like there's like nothing on my lips. I'm obsessed with this shade. This is so pretty, super comfortable. Oh my god, forgot how amazing this formula is. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the other two shades. Here are the other two shades swatched. We have Best Intentions and Energy Field. And they are all the Matte X formula. I think the colors are really nice and I think they picked some good ones to go with this collection that will complement so many different looks. But I am obsessed with this like nudie pink shade, which is called Chakra Wave. Once again, super beautiful. So this is the completed look using the new Quartz of Quartz collection from Colourpop. I'm very happy with it. I love cool tones, not as much as warm tones obviously, but I really love cool tones just to change it up a bit. Nothing too crazy obviously, but definitely get more of those sultry type of looks. You can definitely achieve that as well with like browns, but silvers and like grays and blacks, oh, they're just on another level. But as always, let me know in the comments down below if you guys are going to pick up this collection or if you already did, or anything from the collection. It's been out for about a week at this point. I'm a little late to the game because, you know, they're always coming out with so many collections. I know this has been literally a Colourpop channel, but I promise you it's not just Colourpop, but they literally come out with so much, and I'm so grateful and thankful that they send these collections my way so I can share them with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing that as long as I can. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I notice a lot of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed to me. What are you guys waiting for? It's literally free 99, so go ahead and subscribe. I will be doing more fall makeup tutorials, so please subscribe if you guys don't want to miss that. And I will leave all of my other social media links down below so you guys can follow me on there. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. And I don't have anything else to say except I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!